Hello, folks. It's Sunday, unscheduled through the website, but at least it's Sunday, and it's 2 p.m. and we're just waiting for Miss Jody to get rid of some dogs that she was grooming today, and for some reason their owners think that she's a babysitter as well, but I don't know. I'd let them out on the road. Oh, I think there's someone that looks like they're coming in. Hello. It's Miss Jody, right on time. Got it. You're here. I set it up. It's all ready.
Oh, you're not live, thank God.
Here I am.
Oh,
It's going now.
Hello. Hello, people. Hello, cunts.
Jody's been ambushed.
I have been, no. Oh, goodness me. We're calm now.
Got some calm happening.
Got some calm happening.
Good. Looking good.
I'm frazzled.
Oh, frazzled,
Yeah.
Fuck. 4 dogs on a Sunday.
Yeah, work. And more work. But now I'm here, this doesn't seem like work. It's just talking cunt.
Work. This has been cunts, and we know how to do that with our hands tied behind our backs.
I don't call that work.
And then blind cunts.
And then
blind cunts, yeah. Oh, I tell you. The morning I've had.
A morning you've had. Give us a morning.
Morning, okay. Got up, took my dog out.
Yes.
Then, of course, put my real estate hat on.
Yes, I did see you in the vicinity of said property that you're showing.
Yes. So did that, and then got home and had dog after dog. Then that little cunt went. Then I was straight in the car over here.
God, you haven't had a minute to scratch yourself.
No, I haven't. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm a bit thirsty, Mr. McCunty.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
I'm on it.
He's on it.
And mine's over there on the coffee table and won't be seeing me anytime soon unless Udo brings it over.
Right.
Or Mr. McCunty, I should say.
So the late cunt, the late cunt, pick up. She bought me a cake as well as paying me.
She fucking should.
Yes, I'll just show people that.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Look at that little cake. Thank you, my dear.
No, it was cutting into my cunty time, my drinking time.
It is.
And my own time.
Yeah. The least you could do is bring you a dozen of those, I feel.
There's only one between all of us, so we can all look at it.
Yeah, well.
Have a crumb each.
A crumb, a morsel.
Yeah, a little morsel. It looks quite nice. It's got blueberries or something in there.
Nice, something dewy.
It's from the Botanica. Real Food Botanica. What's that? It's quite nice.
What do you know? Pretty.
We'll be telling you what that tastes like later.
We'll have a bit as we go to commercial breaks.
Ad breaks. Unfortunately, there's no breaks for cunts.
There's no ad breaks for cunts.
No.
You're on all day.
Yeah, you're a cunt, and that's that.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
So what have we got today?
I hope there's some people online today. I don't seem to see any up there having a look at our website, our little video podcast, or whatever you want to call it.
I think we should all jump on.
Oh,
look at that! Look, just what
the
country ordered.
Look at that! Got to get looked after here, I tell you.
I know. Oh, now that's music to my tonsils.
They'll slip down rather easily.
Yes. Makes it speak. I can speak easier.
Yes.
It's lubricated.
Well lubricated.
Yeah, lubricated.
Mm.
So
it has to be, otherwise we just got our mouths gabbling off and all dry. And
and then we just.
Who wants to watch somebody that's gabbling along with a dry mouth?
That's right.
I certainly don't.
It's all about lubrication and hydration.
Hydration. You are the hydration specialist.
Mr. McCunty, I heard that.
What was that, Mr. McCunty?
It's always about lubrication.
Oh,
did you hear that, people?
Confirmation, I assume.
So what else have we got today, Mum?
Fuck, I haven't written anything down for today.
We're all obviously going to forget everything because
We
we've not written
probably
it down.
will, but we'll get through it. We'll slog our way through the week's doings.
We'll cunt our way through it.
Yes, we will. We'll
Mm.
smash it.
Now, what's been happening in
Now,
the
what
world?
has been happening? Mr. Cuntry.
Yeah,
What's been happening in our world?
too much.
Too much happening.
We're all fucked.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
World's lost it.
Same
Yeah.
shit, different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Now everything's up in the air. Climates are going mental. People are flooding that don't flood and
Oh, for
having
goodness sakes. Get their
having
shit together.
droughts without having droughts, and no one knows what to do.
No one knows what's going on.
Look,
It's all up in the air.
in this country, it's I'm happy to say that it's our Aboriginal folk
Mm-hmm.
who know how to run this country.
Well, they've been around for many
Hundreds
moons.
of thousands of years.
Mm.
It's supposed to be
Not
the oldest.
60,000.
60,000 years.
Yeah. We
The
just pulled that out of the air.
support- yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Um,
I
uh,
won't say anything.
and
We'll keep that to ourselves.
yes, I was going to mention that they knew how to look after the countryside.
Yes.
They know how to burn off
Properly.
properly from 60,000 years of practice.
they
This
still know how to do
country has to be burnt off regularly just to
In the proper way.
remove undergrowth that can just go
Which are obviously
and
high risks.
start fires and start blowing all over the joint.
Mm.
Now they always used to be able to just
Manage it quite nicely.
kill it all down nicely. Certain trees they'd leave there, some they'd take out.
Mm.
But it was all for the better of the world, of everyone's goodness.
Protects everything and everyone.
Mm.
They certainly know what they're doing.
But
They're no
they should be
rookies.
on some kind of a panel where they have a sign up where you can go and do that with the Aborigines.
Yeah, because they know what they're doing.
They do.
There's very little mistakes like that.
No.
Because they've been doing it for, like you say, 60,000 years.
I saw the other day too. Everyone thinks that in this country that the Aborigines were always on the walkabout,
Mm.
but there have been houses discovered with brickwork around them and walls
okay.
and and
So they're,
tokens and fences and
they're
they're
not,
not stupid.
no, not at all.
No.
In fact, they're very,
It's the first
They're
time
quite
I'd
clever.
seen it.
unfortunately, some, like any race, some give
Yeah.
those ones a bad name.
Yeah.
And, again, that's like every race.
Discriminatory cunts.
Yeah.
And they go for the lowest form of life.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Aborigines are the lowest form of life. I'm saying that they have been treated dreadfully, and they have to get up and turn the other cheek and say, "Oh well, I'll help you fix the country." Of course, they don't feel like it.
No. Why would you?
We give them housing so they don't have to do that.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, it's summer. It's 50 degrees and we have a big ass fire. And it ruins about 60,000 acres of
Bush
in any corner of the country. And then all of a sudden you'll get unseasonable fucking storms. What's going on there?
I know. It's up and down, isn't it?
Yeah. And if I was after an insurance company policy at the moment, I mean, we've got one, but if I was looking for one, I think they'd be pretty scared about all of the things going on in the world and wouldn't probably want to give you cover over.
It's very hard to get it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it keeps happening.
It does. It does.
It's reoccurring, so it's almost like a pre-existing
So,
condition for you.
Mr. Gondwana man, please run for president and we'll sort it all out.
Yeah, we could help.
Absolutely. I would actually set up a foundation to keep the old laws of their time of of their time overtime
Mm.
and go back to that and refer back to that so that you know when they were burning off over
'Cause they
here
know
and when they were burning off over there,
when and why and
when,
how
why, and it
is
was
really
also
important.
managed very well.
Mm.
They actually lit them themselves with it, but they would get a bunch of grass, dried grass sticks, and set them on fire, and then.
Just start from there and keep going.
But they knew where they had to go.
Mm.
It was, oh no, you can't go near that tree. We have to go around the other side and go at it.
That's clever.
That's clever shit.
They're
That's
very clever.
botany
Yeah.
and biology and all of the good shit that you could probably
That's needed.
that it needs to be plonked out there.
Mm.
So
Well, that was very deep, wasn't it?
that was very serious and
But
political, and
very important.
very important.
I think that was a must to
We're
say.
all
actually.
fucked.
Yeah.
I'll end that rant with we're all fucked
Mhm.
unless we get our shit together and
That's
get
right.
our
There's just no other words for it.
nation's first people and put them in decent jobs and give them decent housing.
They're good cunts.
Mm,
Treat them as such.
they know what to do.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
For me.
yes.
Oh,
I got to
I'm-
tell you, that is the best sandwich in
Look.
the world.
That's my lunch. Because I've
Jodie
been a
missed-
busy cunt
Jodie
today.
missed breakfast and lunch.
I did.
and
Didn't
she
get any
can't
of.
drink purple gin and then expect to get up and do anything else.
No, my legs will not like me for that.
Mr. McCunty
They'll
made
have
me
their
a
own-
sandwich this morning and I just went, oh. Is that your phone?
That's my phone. I'm off duty.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
'em.
do you cunts mind if I eat while I'm
Look,
'Cause I'm
I
very hungry.
promise she doesn't dribble. and
Promise.
she will inhale it
I
and
will.
still be able to speak at the same time.
without my mouth being full? Oh, it's very fresh bread too.
Oh, yes, fresh off the farm this morning.
Cucumber oh,
Yeah, and
Red onion,
brie
yum.
cheese.
Oh, cheese, I forgot.
Oh, did you forget the brie cheese that you bought?
I forgot the cheese. Don't eat it.
Never mind.
Don't eat
too
it.
late. Oh, it's delicious, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you.
Sustenance. We've got to keep you going, woman.
Mm.
It's a worry. Got so many things to do.
I've got lunch and lunch dessert.
Lunch, dessert. And if you stay, you can have dessert here. As
seeing?
fruit soup.
That was something that was delicious.
That was
I wasn't sure how I felt about it.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I wasn't sure how I felt about it
Yeah,
because I've never really heard of it.
yes.
Um,
But it's a
But I-
German thing.
yes, and it's delicious.
And
I might
Mr.
say.
McCunty being Germanic.
Oh, look at that. Cheese added to my
And
sandwich.
added cheese to the
Oh,
sandwich. Yeah.
You can't
Ugh,
get better than that.
don't get
You
any
just
better
can't.
than that.
Don't find
No.
these people anywhere.
Yeah, no.
You can hunt high and low, but you don't find the cunts.
We're fucking hiding from all of you except the ones that we deem worthy of our existence.
Countriness.
Can't you?
Hmm.
Certified cunts.
That's what they are.
That is, and I'm afraid it's always going to be that way.
Oh, look, we were born cunts.
I have my yes. Oh, we were.
So
You
now we're just
can't be a
certified.
cunt if you're not born with that cuntiness, then
It's
you're
hard to
just
get,
average
isn't it?
and ordinary. Yes. Where was I going with that? There was something I was going to say.
Oh, this is delicious.
Triple smoked ham.
It's just delicious, people. I can't explain.
Just eat.
I'm just going to eat. I'm not explaining anything at all.
Just pack another sandwich for later. 2-pack Jody.
I like to say 6-pack, but don't have one of those either. Mine's more, a mono ab.
A mono ab.
Yeah. I'm not greedy. I don't need 6, just one.
Is that when you've just got the front that's just a little bit,
You just got
pokey
one
outy?
ab.
but you've
That's
got
me.
the
The side ones, they're called
seam
obliques.
ones. I've got those, but I don't have anything in the front.
You've got a mono ab.
A mono ab.
Mono
Oh,
meaning.
boy. No, I call it flab.
Mono flab.
Mono flab.
Mr. McCarthy's got mono flab.
I think we've all got that around
He's
somewhere.
Dieting like a demon the last few days, and then we went to see the doctor for just a checkup. Get some more pain pills. Or,
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah. Got to live through
Nobody
it,
needs
so-
to be in pain.
No.
No.
That's just stupid. That's
Well, didn't you have some good news from the doctor?
Good news from the doctor. He seems to think that I don't actually have Parkinson's.
How good is that?
That is amazing because
That's the best news anyone can hear
I know,
after thinking that you have it.
but I've had a psychiatrist say, no, you've got Parkinson's. And that came from a neurologist I visited in northern New South Wales who said she was the one that said I had it in the first place. And the fidgets and the jitters, and it's all going on. It's getting worse. But then they sent me to a neurologist in Brisbane, Green Slopes down there. He took one look at my record of medications.
There's a little
There are a
box
few,
of them, isn't there?
yeah,
2 boxes of different medications.
Yeah. And apparently 2 of the 6 I take cause Parkinson's disease directly and quickly.
So you may not actually
I
have
may
it.
not have it.
It's just that you've been on the wrong medication.
Yeah. Well, the medication that I take for my day-to-day health is counteracted by these ones I take.
Now, you'd think these days,
Wouldn't
you would think that a neurologist specialist would know these things.
Well,
They're not cross-check.
No.
Well, clearly not.
That's why we went to wait forever, and it's a $500 appointment.
But $500 well spent.
We're in the wrong trade, Jodie.
If us cunts disappear, we're becoming neurologists.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
God help anybody who comes to see us.
We'll
Tell them they're a cunt and push them on their way.
That's right, and give them the drugs that they need to just stay off being a cunt.
Which will cost, which will be probably purple gin.
Purple gin, yes. Prescription
3
for
glasses
purple
of
gin.
this for breakfast, another
Yeah.
3 for lunch,
Yeah.
and because it's overnight, 4.
A couple of Valium during the day just to keep the moths away.
Yeah.
And then nice big wadge of drugs at night time so you could just go.
Then you have a nice sleep.
And part of a good mental health plan is getting the right amount of sleep. Did you know that?
I did. That's where I've gone wrong. Don't sleep at all, really. A few hours here and there at night. Then I wake up and do some washing.
Yeah.
Clean the house, as you do.
In the middle of the night.
About 2 o'clock.
The crack of 2.
Then the silly thing is I get tired, of course, and then I go to bed at 3:30. And then because I've trained all for a very long time, my body wakes up at 4:30. So away I go and start my day. And then I wonder why I'm tired when I get home from work.
Dear. We're going to have to get you some lovely little sleeping pills, I think.
Just need to knock myself out and go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah. A nice, restful sleep.
Nice. Yeah.
That's the key.
That's the key to any good health.
It is.
Good food.
I do believe so. And that's one of the first things they try to rectify in your search for the right drugs for yourself. There's so many bloody idiots out there, and that they just get it. They get these drugs approved, and then put an astronomical price on them where we can't afford them.
Yeah.
So we've got the drugs to look after ourselves, but we don't have any money to spend $10,000 a month on medication. So you sit there and go, well, hey, why don't you make one and just stop fucking around making all 75 different drugs. Just get one that works.
And one that's affordable.
Affordable. Could be on the PBS.
I wonder why people
everyone
don't
be
go to
happy.
the doctors in the first place.
Yeah, don't
Because they can't afford to.
We can't. We can only afford to go to a bulking bill.
And they seem to be getting fewer and fewer of those.
Very much so. So yes,
I think we go on a cunt investigation day.
I think we might have to. Might have to get our trench coats on and our Inspector Gadget.
And yes, investigators.
We'd look good as a couple of trench coat investigators with a nice cinched in vest.
We would be thrown in jail in minutes if we went. If we had a couple of cunts wandering with trench coats, stopping cunts and saying, "Now listen, cunt, listen here."
Yeah,
they'd throw us straight in the slammer. I reckon.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
I have to think about how to go about that one.
I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm all very happy to protest, but not at the risk of losing my day routines and the things that I like to do. And
I wouldn't do very well in jail.
Oh, you'd be.
You have to listen to all these cunts.
You'd be somebody's bitch, Joel.
Well, because I'm nobody's bitch. I'm not even my own bitch.
What about that country? No, not country music. That music festival you went to, and got picked up by two different girls. I
was, and clearly wasn't looking for any girls at all.
No,
all boys. In fact, I had my eye on a few people.
Yeah,
just looking, not touching.
Yeah, touching.
But as I was looking, lighting someone up, someone else was lighting me up, and they got me first.
Oh, God. You have to stretch yourself. Stretch yourself a little bit thinner and just pop into each group.
But I don't bat for the same team. So
well, no. If you start,
I'm just not entirely sure why.
We've got a converter, so you can't really go in there and have a good yak. There are, from my experience, and it's not like this at all, I'm sure, for most of you, but gay women seem to be trying to be men. And they can't because they don't have the internal structures.
No.
Nor do they have the hormones in the brain which get switched off if you turn over to testosterone or water. But nothing that you use with testosterone is you can't fix it if it does something bad to you. Like I went and had a couple of episodes of Funny Farm days, and I had the old what was it called, dear?
Sorry? What?
That stuff with the injection in it at the Toowong Hospital.
We'll think of it soon, people.
Injection in it.
Yeah,
we can't think of it, we'll make it up.
ECT.
ECT.
Yeah, no injection of that. Just like
no, I went to sleep to have it.
Oh yeah, so they.
Yeah, they put you to sleep because you're gonna make you go where.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's probably more trouble than it's been good.
And it's worth,
Sometimes it works for people. It seems to reset their wayward thoughts. But for me, it was just more tired than I was before.
Didn't help you at all.
No, not at all.
It's like resetting a computer, isn't it? Really?
It is indeed. I got to know a few people in that facility, and it was a private facility, so it wasn't full of meth heads and
the
usual culprits. There were some business people I knew and was surprised to see there.
Wow.
Because we had a meeting with him when we were getting the business set up for the truck polishing. And he was the big cheese. He was in there.
See,
wasn't
it comes
Some-
from all walks of life, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the same psychiatrist.
Mm.
And I don't know whether he's well or not, but I've seen him a couple of times when I've gone in there. Hoping he's well. I hope you're all well, viewers.
Yeah.
God's sakes, what have we got? What have we got today? I've got a sore arm. I'm going in to get it injected with steroids
Oh, I've had that done before.
tomorrow because I cannot cope. I woke up this morning and I was like that. I woke myself up jittering.
Yeah.
I think I was in my dream, I think. I was trying to rub out something with those pens of yours and it didn't work.
Damn pens.
I went, fuck.
Damn pens.
Jody told me it was working on it. I wouldn't have to say, yes, it was me that signed it.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why every time somebody says,
Bless you.
Jody, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. That's my first response. Yes. Always.
Yes.
Because, I'm not sure what's going to come out of their mouth, but sure as hell, something around there is going to be my fault. So I always come up with, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Either way, it's accusatory no matter what.
Mm.
If someone goes at you and says, Jody, that's
in actual fact, it was just.
Immediately do this.
Oh, yeah. In actual fact, it was just, Jody, your lunch is ready. But I didn't know that, did I?
No, of course you didn't.
No, I didn't know what was going on. I'm not a mind reader.
No. And she didn't have wings and she didn't have a spell casting wand or.
No.
Yeah.
So that's my first reaction to anyone that, especially when they say, Jody.
It's too harsh.
I do, that's too harsh. It's like a policeman's knock at the door.
I know, it is. It always sounds much worse than it really is.
That's right.
Not that I would know.
No, me neither.
I did tell you one time, the first time I've ever had a visit from the police.
From the police?
The police was two lovely ladies, constables. And they turned up in a unit we were living at in St. Lucia when it was just me and my ex-husband and the two baby girls.
Mm-hmm.
And we at that stage we're going camping every January for 3 weeks to Yamba with a bunch of other groups of people.
Yeah.
We all had to have our deposits in time, so because they will just clear you out and bring in someone else.
Oh,
oh yeah, there's no such thing as a vacant site in a caravan park in Yamba. So I was just standing there having a whiskey. No, I was drinking rum back in those days. I was having a rum and Coke.
Oh.
Yeah. Kids used to say, "Mummy needs a rubber coat."
A rubber coat. Look, it was same letters. Started the same letters.
Rubber coat, and to be quite honest, I probably did need a rubber coat.
One with little buckles on it.
Straps around
and
here.
It's a little white one with lots of buckles all down the side.
Yeah.
I know the coat you mean.
My Bundy rum rubber coat. Oh, they were well trained little lessons.
Yeah.
Anyway, they'll knock on the door. Please, you need to speak to your husband. I went, why?
Did you say, Ian, what have you done now?
He wasn't there.
Oh.
It was late in the afternoon. And they came inside and I said, what's the problem? And they said, well, you've had a parking ticket going around the traps for 12 months. And each time you don't turn up to defend this ticket, it gets added on another $100.
Oh, no.
So fucking dickwad had to park in the same spot to get close to the back door and covered a throughway at the premises next door. And they said it's actually gone to the courts and it's come back that he's in default and hasn't offered to pay. And I went, what?
He's in the back room. Take him away. Is that what you said?
Oh, fuck. He turned up halfway through it.
Oh,
This chat, because I got on quite well with these two ladies. I said, my stupid fucking husband is...
and they would have understood.
Yeah. And we go camping on that money at the end of January. So
Right.
I don't want to have to take my cash money that I've saved, go and save him from an $800 parking issue. And then he came in at some stage, and by then I poured another rum, and I'm thinking the only way there's going to be money to pay for what happens to happen is to pull out the cash now, and that was the option, or to go to the watch house.
So did he spend the night in the watch house?
No, but
oh no,
it has to be. I have to laugh, I suppose. So he said, well, Mr. So-and-so, would you prefer to pay the money now to settle the debt, or we can take you to the watch house and have it seen in court? And my stupid ex-husband, by this time I was
furious.
Ropeable. Then he went, what's the tea at the watch house? I said, you're not doing this. What are you cooking, love? Is it better than what I'm going to get at the watch house?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. The two constables were their faces were red and they had smoke coming out of their ears just as much as I had.
Oh, my goodness.
I had hand over all of the money for our holiday because I said, well, you know, they're sitting in the watch house. I should have let him go to fucking jail.
I would have let him go to the watch house.
Yep.
And say, well,
a couple of nights in there would have fixed him right up. Someone would have fixed him right up.
Someone would have fixed him up, yeah. Oh, that's a job that you didn't have to do.
So isn't that a kind of a thing? That's the sort of
it's
the sort of the way that things go with us, with me particularly. It's count on the worst,
hope for the best,
and hope give it
hope
up.
for the fucking best.
I just learned to cope with the best.
Yep.
Worst. No, there's no pill for that.
No.
And as my psychiatrist back then always said, you know, Helen, I've known you for a long time and you're a good person and there's nothing wrong with you that getting rid of your husband wouldn't fix.
Excellent.
And I went, well, an honest opinion for Christ's
once
sake. I'm usually the one that's in the trouble because I'm blah, 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 blah,
because
blah, blah, blah.
You're not allowed to speak your truth.
Oh, he gets on my goat and then we have a fight and then it's...
You know what my sister said to me the other day? I was on the phone to her and she's in New Zealand and I called her to check. She's going to Ireland when Jamie goes to Ireland for a tag. And I said, oh, now keep an eye on my girl and blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, yeah, of course I would. Then we were chatting away. She goes, oh, my gosh. She said, I have to go. I've got to, she had to be somewhere. And she goes, and I need time to have a quick argument with Claude before I'm on my way. And I went, you know what? Totally understand.
Knowing there's going to be one, yep.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those.
You've got to get him in when you can.
That's right.
At the right time.
At the right time. She obviously had thought of something and she thought, that's right. And I argued about that with Claude.
Yeah.
I'll do that before I go to work.
It's funny how you prioritise things, isn't it?
Well, look, it's done. Your mind is, clear because you've said your piece.
There.
It doesn't matter that what she was talking about happened about a year ago. That's not the issue.
That's not the issue, no.
She had to have time to go blah before she went to work. Yeah. So I get it.
Did it ever work, going blah and then leaving him there to think about his issues?
No, she just went blah when she got home.
Oh, so he had thought it through during the day. And
he'd forgotten what she blah at the morning, so then she had to redo it. Then had a big Barney at the end of the
bigger one.
Yeah, bigger one at the end of the night. She still wins, obviously.
That is passive aggressive. he has let that slide all day and knows
Yep.
how fucked off she is with
Yep.
him.
Yep.
And he has done nothing, not
About
even
it.
think about it,
No.
about how to deal with it with her, knowing she's festering all day
Yep.
because you haven't resolved the first argument.
Mm.
And then that's usually likely when knives and
Yeah. Well, it's more the vase went
the
flying across the
vase,
room.
yeah, the vase definitely goes across the
Yeah,
room.
thank goodness they were plastic flowers, didn't have any water in the vase, but
Oh shit!
because that would have been a
that's
mess that
God,
obviously
that
he would have had to clean up.
icky.
Yeah,
Dear, oh dear.
it's like when she threatens like that. You know what? I'm going shopping. He's like, I don't care. Go shopping. She goes, I'm not talking about with my card. That's the only time his ears prick up. It's like, what? What did I do this time? It's too late. You didn't ask me. Give me a card.
I can hand it over,
Yeah.
cunt.
Yeah, that's exactly what she says to him usually. He
Yeah.
goes, and then he gives in. He goes, well, yeah, there's like $400 in that. She goes, I have all the passwords. I will be transferring more. Don't talk to me till I get home.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
So, yeah, that's sometimes how it works.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, once we got that payment off to the coppers, we had 2 days to appeal it
Yeah,
before we were ready to go on holiday.
which she couldn't go on holiday because she spent the
Without
money.
the money. So I appealed it. And they gave me the money back.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
So then you went
I
on
usually
holiday.
do get my own way if these things happen, but who needs it? Jesus, all you need to do is get the car and go away. Fucking kiss ass
Catch me if you can.
coppers 2 days before you're due to go away.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not fair.
And they gave us our money back, but then I could only get it back if I on that day
Mm.
if I went to head office in Brisbane, police headquarters.
Oh, dear Lord.
So I had to go in there,
What a
straggling my
rigmarole.
raggedy ass through there, and I said, you owe me some money. And they went, oh, I don't know anything about it. And I went, please contact these 2 policemen because I'm going to cry. So they did, and they said yes.
And so they gave you money back?
Yeah.
Good.
So
they should.
Oh, I'll say.
So they should.
But obviously they've seen more like him in their travels than you'd like to think.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just kind of knew.
Mm.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, fuck, poor cunt.
Oh, dear.
There it is. So what else is happening? What's something cheerful?
Something cheerful.
My lettuces are growing.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's very good.
I've got tomato flowers out already.
Oh, it means you're going to eat some fruit.
Oh, yeah. We're going to need some... Definitely make some pasta sauce out of that.
I'm having pasta tonight, actually.
Are you?
Going to my brother's house.
Oh, nice. That'll be lovely.
I haven't seen him for a while. He's finished working down in New South Wales, so I'm off to their place for dinner tonight.
Yes.
So that'll be nice. I haven't seen him for a while now.
Yeah.
He's been working down in New South Wales.
Okay. So is he back for good or just back?
Yeah, back for good.
Oh, great.
Yeah. They've got more work coming up down there, but I want to say that's after Christmas.
Right.
At this stage.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
Which is approaching very quickly.
Fuck, dear,
It's
I
the
know.
7th month. We're at the end of the 7th month.
People are all going on about Christmas in July. And I think, I suppose if you're a bunch of boring knobs, you could put a Christmas in July together and
I think, look, it's just
it's
a name for a piss up. That's all it is. We don't deal with that. We don't need that.
We don't really need the food. We just need the booze and some ham.
And our cheery, happy self. Yeah.
Booze and ham.
Yeah.
I have to try and figure out how to get the booze into the ham.
Well, the only one way you can mix those two things together is drink the booze and eat the ham.
Yes.
Then they're all in your belly as one.
In your belly.
Mm.
And what Mr. McCunty.
Give the pigs booze instead of water.
You've given the
Yeah,
what?
fair. You could give the pig
pigs
booze instead of water.
Oh, marinate them from the inside.
Marinate inside out. I like it.
Oh, even
See,
their,
people, we come
even
up with
their
all
shit
these
wouldn't
ideas.
stink if they drank more booze, would they? And of course, there'd be a few gangs in the shed, and a few political jokers in another shed. And they all hang out
Big cunts in
together.
another shed.
That's what all that bragging about is.
Yeah.
You're all cunts.
You're all cunts.
Oh dear.
Cunt-a-doodle-doo.
Oh, that's
Cunt-a-doodle.
any cockle.
Oh, any that I can. Oh, that's the joke, isn't it?
That's the one.
It's the what's the difference between a rooster and a prostitute?
What?
A rooster says cockle doodle doo, and a prostitute says any cockle doo.
That's an old one.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah, that was my dad's joke. I was about 10 when I heard that.
That'll explain it.
Yeah.
That'll explain it.
Do you know, some people today do not know the difference between the two. About a rooster and a prostitute. Come on. Like, that joke is, my dad's been dead now for 36 years.
Oh, sad.
And that was his dad joke.
It's like, was it your dad or or a friend of ours? And it was like, was there me sisters from Liverpool or something?
Yeah, yeah. If you're out in the boat and you're stranded and someone sings out, use your oars. Where's your oars? Paddle with your oars. And he said, they're not my oars. They're the oars of my sisters from Newcastle. Use your oars.
Use your oars.
No oars here. Just me sisters from Newcastle. It's always been a good one.
That's a goodie. Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. Still a dad joke, but it's not quite as off the track.
Yeah.
So what have you got planned for this week? What are we today? Sunday.
The next 2 weeks I'm going to be very busy.
I can imagine you are.
Well, I'm not at home the next 2 weeks. I'm on the north side. Because my daughter, clever little cunt, she's going to Ireland to play tag in the World Cup. Bought tag for New Zealand.
How fabulous.
It is fabulous, but she's leaving her 3-year-old and her 5-year-old at home with the dad, and he's obviously got a full-time job also. So that I will be staying at their place for the next 2 weeks and I'm on drop-off for the children.
Okay, subbing for the
Subbing.
kids.
I'm mum for now.
Your mum.
Nanny mum.
Mum seller mum.
Yeah. Nanny mum.
Nanny mum.
Yeah. But I keep thinking to myself, I'm going to be busy, and I was worried about this and that. And I was thinking to myself this morning when I was lying in bed, apart from all that, I can do that easy with my eyes closed. And it's like, my daughter's going across the other side of the world.
Yes.
By herself. She leaves early
with
hours.
The team though?
No, she's not traveling with the team. She's traveling with it. I think they're all got different flights. So they have to be in Ireland on the 29th, which is Saturday.
Right.
And because they've all got family and work and so forth, but it's a long time to travel. So that some of them are starting to leave like from now on. So they're staggered, everyone's staggered, but they'll all be in Ireland together on the 29th. So,
right.
I don't know that she's traveling with anyone.
Will you be able to see it on the telly?
I can live stream it, I believe, which I will be doing that on the internet. So, but yeah, I'm. It's a long way to go. Just my baby.
Long way to go. It is a long way to go, and she obviously is special
Oh, she's
because they wouldn't want to waste a big fat airfare like that on someone who couldn't kick a
No,
ball.
well, you have to pay for yourself.
Mm,
You have to pay for yourself, so she's paid for everything herself, and
okay.
it was very difficult to make the team, which
I would imagine it would be.
there was a lot of trialists.
Yes, and probably a lot of
but
very talented young ladies.
Yep. Well, she's in the mix, so men and but still,
Yes.
ladies against ladies. Yeah.
Yes.
But she's a determined wee thing. So
Very
determined. So I couldn't see that she wouldn't make it.
Wonder where she gets that from.
It's not her father. I'm a little bit competitive.
Of course you are.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Don't
Actually, one daughter is like me, and the other daughter is like her dad.
Oh well, they should know how to figure each of them out.
Yeah.
Apply the rules for that person too.
Yeah. It was very. It's very. I mean, our rules in the house were very much the same.
Right.
But when it came to sport, it was very much once you join a team, you stay on that team and you see the season out, and you don't go out there to come second. Who wants to come second? Seriously. Competition is a competition. There's a winner and there's a loser. I know which side I want to be on.
Well, yeah, it's not. I came 10th in the rugby.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Yes,
no.
give them a bunch of flowers and tell them to pat
Give them a
themselves on
violin
the
and
back.
tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Tell
I say.
me something I didn't know.
Yeah. So, look, if you lose, then the other team was better on the day, and they should get the medal.
Absolutely.
And then you should take yourself back and retrain.
And think about it.
Look about how they won, and then you need to come back to combat that.
Yes.
And then you come back and then you win.
Yeah.
You just keep doing that until you win.
Way to go. It's the way all of it runs, I think, isn't it?
You win gracefully and lose humbly.
Very good at sports. I can remember we used to have basketball or netball or some silly fucking thing. Catholic thing. And me and my best friend would just grab a packet of cigarettes from the local store.
Yep.
Lift them, not pay for them.
No, they were expensive.
Yeah.
But were you supposed to get that money at that age?
And fuck. Too young to drink, so at least you do is
gotta fucking do something.
Do something, yeah. And we would take our ciggies and go down to the basketball courts and sit behind a tree and
fag out,
have a ciggy.
Fair enough. I used to do that at school.
One day we got our karma over that because we had a little hole in the ground that we would keep our cigarettes. Because those nuns are relentless, I tell you. They strip search you if you.
Oh my goodness!
Fuck me dead. So I put all of it in the back and all of the ciggies back in the box and put it in the little thing. And the one we put out.
Oh no! That you thought you put out.
Went back in the box, and the whole thing was just ashes the next day when we came to get a ciggy.
Damn it!
It's a wonder the fire hadn't
broken out
because there was a lot of dry grass around those things.
Well, you could have said I was just doing what the Indigenous were doing.
Yes.
I was just practicing.
Yes.
Didn't work.
So you'll be happy I won't be doing it again.
I won't be doing it again. I've learned my lesson. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They called you back and said you're grounded.
Yeah.
And you're suspended.
My mother was alerted.
Oh dear.
And had to show up at the fucking office. And my father had to go, well, then you don't get that man to go anywhere. He just doesn't care about where he has to be. He's where he has to be when he wants to be there.
Right.
And it's certainly not looking out for a 14-year-old girl smoking cigarettes on the tennis courts.
Doesn't matter if it's your daughter or not.
No.
No.
So he brought me home and thought he'd punish me. I don't know where he got it from, but he had a cigar,
Oh no, he didn't
a
make
big
you.
one,
Oh dear.
and he made me smoke it.
Were you sick?
No.
Oh, that would have gone.
You don't
Get
you
a
don't-
dog up
You
here.
just don't breathe it in.
Yeah.
You just don't
You just go.
puff and
Mm.
poo. You don't take it in.
Not a cigar, no.
Didn't work. Thought
So
he was
he
being very
was
clever.
backfired.
Yeah,
Mm.
backfired on
Take
him.
that, you can't.
And I got away with it.
I love it.
Lots and lots of funny stories in our early days. aren't
Funny
they?
story Sunday. That's what I
Funny
say today.
story Sunday.
Yeah.
Let me think. I'm coming up a bit blank on that. I might have to.
No, we're gonna have to think about that and write a few down.
Think about our days.
And also, viewers, I think
deals and do's.
Time for them to write in some funny stories.
Viewers, I think that we need some input.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Throw us your stories.
Yeah,
and
chuck your stories in. I've checked all the emails are working for Jodie at
Yes.
Cuntry.com.
I received 2 emails.
Did you?
I did. From the same person, but still 2 emails.
2 emails, yay!
Yeah, but we need more. We need more emails. We have 2.
on.
Come on.
Look, all this talent.
Be a cunt.
Be a
And
cunt.
email us.
You can run off at the mouth. You can swear all you like because it's in the chat.
You can literally let loose.
You can.
Be a loose
Completely.
cunt.
Yes. A sloppy cunt.
Yep.
Well, no.
Not sloppy, loose.
No, we don't like
Loose cunt.
Not sloppy.
We want to
but
hear.
We want to hear all your cuntiness and cuntability and your cuntscape.
Cuntscape.
Give us a look at your cuntscape.
Yeah.
How you are and what you're doing, and if you're stuck at home in the house with 78 babies and
what a cunt of a thing that is.
And need to ring up and say, I hate my children.
Yeah.
They're all cunts.
Yeah. We understand. We've said the same thing.
No judgment will you get from here.
No, not at all.
Only encouragement. We will say, well, best you get the wooden spoon and give them all a slap on the ass.
And give each cunt a little whack on the ass.
Little pat on the ass. It just takes their mind
Doesn't
off
hurt
what
anybody.
they're doing.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
No.
Don't wallop them because then that would be cruelty.
Yeah, see, I got walloped. But I only ever smacked my kids with my hand.
Yeah, and that's okay. And
you
I think
can't control a utensil like a
no. And I think only a female should smack.
Yes.
Because a male, and that's not being sexist, that a male does not know the strength. If you're a very large male, a tap to you is a wallop to a kid.
Absolutely.
And a tap to, there's some very large, strong females also, but
there are.
Physically, a tap from a woman is not the same as a tap from a man.
No, you're right.
Not when it comes to children.
You're right there. And I think my mother's take on it was that he would ensure that we were suitably chastised, which probably wasn't the fact of the matter, because he would come home pissed at the traffic for an hour in peak hour Sydney. Come home, and then my mother would say, "Oh, the girls have been horrible today."
She kept her trap shut.
She never smacked us.
Yeah.
She said, "Wait till your father gets home."
Oh no! And you literally had to wait till your father got home.
And then you heard the buckle on the belt.
Oh no! See, now I was very lucky. My mother would say, "Wait till your father gets home." And when Dad got home, he'd do this with his glasses and look down at us like that. And we cried, and we didn't lay a finger on us. Didn't open his mouth. He just lowered the glasses and looked at us.
The look.
And all of us went in 10 different directions, crying.
The button was switched.
Yeah.
He was
And we never, I tell you what, we never, and that hurt us more. We'd rather have gotten a hiding.
I tell you, it probably is.
It
But-
was the worst thing ever because the disappointment lasts for so long. You know, because every
True,
time you think
true.
about something, you go,
and
"Oh, I
it,
did that." I
it
said, "Oh,"
adds
and
to
he
the
was so
last little bit that
disappointment.
was there, and then there's another bit over there
Yeah,
that comes in
and
on
it
it
used to
as
do
well.
stuff to us.
Mental, take you right round.
So it was mental abuse,
mental abuse. Oh, it's all abuse, for fuck's sake.
physical, mental, either or. We all abuse somebody at some point.
Yeah.
I abuse the fuck out of people all the time.
Well, I never beat my kids with anything. I just smacked them on the ass and went
I
right,
got a smack on the hand.
just to get my attention.
Yeah.
Just to get their
Just say,
attention.
"Hey,
'cause
hey, look here,
they're
I'm
going
mother."
wah 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 wah,
Yeah,
and I'm going, can you not do that?
yeah, and they
Wah
don't.
wah 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 wah.
And
wah.
this there
I
and
do it
out.
twice as loud. By the time you got to the first, second, third, fourth wah wah wah,
Yeah,
you
You just
were
whack.
there with a a smack
whack
on
on
the
the bum.
ass. Yeah.
And look, they're alive.
Now,
They're good kids.
Stop saying wah 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 because I can't tell you what you're talking about, and tell me if you've got any issues. If you haven't, then stop that fucking wah wah wahing.
Yeah, stop that fucking noise.
And go and sit in your room for 5 minutes and leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, that works.
You know, that always surprises me, really, right from when you first hear of it. Sending a child to their room because they've been naughty, you're actually sending them into their room so they can play.
Yeah, they just
get
escape
all
the
their
whole
to-
little
Yep.
world of what they've just been
Yeah,
in.
they get out their toys, their Barbies, they get the Barbie house,
Yeah.
the Barbie bath,
Mm.
wash the teddy bears.
How is this
And-
punishment?
It isn't. That's what I meant. It's not. They've just gone in there and have a lovely old play. But at least it got some distance between us when we were all free.
Yeah, otherwise we'd kill them.
Otherwise, we probably would have killed them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, my
Yes.
daughter sends her kids to the room and used to say to them, well, does say to them, now go into your room until you can come out and apologise to me. You are not coming out.
Right.
So they can fucking play all they like. They can
Yeah.
have a fucking ball in there. They don't
They
come
can
out and say, I'm
come out
sorry,
in a
mummy.
week. They could be in there a week before
Yeah.
they really feel like they have to.
I mean,
have
Charlie's an eater. So, I mean, she'll only be in there for 20 minutes and she'd be
Yeah.
starving.
Yeah.
So she'll come out and say, sorry, can I eat now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. The words came out.
Mm.
I'm sorry, mummy. But Jamie would always say, sorry for what? I'm sorry I threw the washing basket at you. So she's gone in there. She knows that what she has done is wrong. So she's apologized. So because any kid can come out and go, oh, sorry, mummy.
Yeah. It's
For
empty
what?
words.
Empty words. They're going to do it again. But yeah, as
They're
long
little
as
cunts,
you,
really.
they are little cunts. As long as you say for what,
Yes.
and they can repeat that back to you. And if they can't, they can go straight back into their room and think about it.
Yeah, and think about it a bit more because it must have been
Because
something.
eventually they get sick of playing with the fucking Barbies, reading the same goddamn books.
That's it. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm just going to say sorry for throwing the fucking washing basket at my mother. That's all a parent wants,
Oh,
right?
dear, I'd have got
Apology.
a hiding for that. I would have got a stripped down
Well, if I hadn't
hiding.
been there, they may have. But I'm like, you touch my fucking grandchildren, I will give you a hiding. I will take you down to Chinatown.
Imagine, have I mentioned this to you before, that my father came home one day and I had been a very naughty girl and I punched my sister.
Which I punch four of
And
my sisters all the time.
She punched me back way worse.
Yeah.
Because she was the bully and I was just the loud one.
Yeah.
And you always get heard rather than seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your fault if you have a big mouth.
Yeah.
And he came into the room and I had just thrown a crochet hook at her. And it was a very fine one. And it actually got stuck underfoot, under the skin.
Oh, dear.
So
Well, that'll fucking teach you.
no, it taught me, let me tell
Oh.
you. I tore a shirt sleeve out and we were having a good Barney.
Yeah.
Good old Barney. And so that was the last time that I tolerated the strap, the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Last time. Because he sat down and worked it out with Mum what had happened and tried to figure it out. He had no fucking idea. She was as dumb as a brick. 2 bricks.
That's pretty
And-
dumb.
Very dumb.
Pretty fucking dumb.
Very fucking- So I was in the shower by this stage, having my shower before bed. And he went, "Get out of the shower."
Uh-oh.
I was wet,
Yep.
naked.
Ouch.
He threw me into my bedroom on the bed and flogged the shit out of me with that belt, buckle first.
Oh, no.
I had bruises. I had welts all over my
What a
back.
cunt.
Yeah. Never, ever forgot him. Forgave him for that.
No,
Never.
as you wouldn't.
And he never said sorry.
What a cunt.
And that
There
was
is no
that-
need for that. That's child abuse.
That's apart from that, I'm
Because you're
14
being a
years
kid.
old. I'm not. I'm a little shy about my
Body?
naked little body.
Yeah.
You don't throw kids on the couch and strap them and
No,
fuck.
that's that's
Yeah,
really
no,
off.
That's really off. I've never forgiven him for that. There's a
I
lot of
wouldn't
things
either. I don't
forgive
think a
him
lot of
for
people
either.
would. Viewers, if you're out there and you can hear the story,
Yeah,
well, let's hear
uh,
what you think.
See, a lot of that stuff is because my mother and father only had themselves, no siblings. So they never had any
Only children.
aunties and they didn't have any sisters with kids.
But they're
and-
still human, right?
Yeah.
They're still part of the human race.
No, They were some kind of other thing.
Extraterrestrial
Yeah, yeah.
cunts.
They did the born again Christian movement.
Right.
I think I've said this on one occasion
Mm.
when I watched my father put 3 $100 notes in the collection
Oh,
bag that was going around. It was one of those evangelistical.
oh yeah.
God will forgive you. Come up here and put my head on your hand. You go backwards and you'll be cleansed.
Oh dear.
And you won't have a bag back anymore. And
Oh
you'll
God, no wonder you got the
and-
bout, man.
get up and walk around, and you haven't walked for 20 years. You're in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Come here, I'll fix you. Mwah, bang.
You're healed
And she gets up out of the fucking
out of the wheelchair and
out of
walks
the
off.
wheelchair and walks off. Staged.
Don't know about that.
Staged, people.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
fucking
bullshit.
staged.
Mm.
She's
not real.
probably been told that her
She's probably getting
her
an extra
next-
$100 in the bloody.
she could.
Yeah.
She could. But she probably would have felt that she would be blessed to be part of that kind of healing for mankind.
Mm.
So they were quite devoted and devout, and
Oh dear.
yeah.
See, religion fucks
And
this
then
country.
at the
Fucks the
same
world up.
time, the guy I'm working for, a little old hippie, he goes to the same church all of a sudden. And I've got my mother, my father, and my boss calling me and saying, "You must come to the Sunday service. You need rescuing." All I needed was a bottle of whiskey, a packet of cigarettes,
And you would have been just fine.
and that would have been the cheapest way out. I must be saved because I was a bit of a.
What, a real teenager?
Well, no, this was 17, 18, 19 years old.
Still teenage, still
Yeah.
your teens.
Yeah,
Have they?
they got
you
into
imagine?
into
We've got-
coots with each other and started getting on my back about being saved by Jesus.
Oh dear. No.
And I went, "No, I'm not talking to either of you if you're going to do that to me. That's something personal. It's not something you launch at people.
You don't have to
That's
believe
a-
it.
It's dreadful."
So
Well,
this cunt got out of it.
Yeah,
Now we're preaching to you to be a cunt.
come be a cunt.
Can't be a cunt with us. Glad told you,
know,
our
I
cunty
think
story.
Have we told all our country? I've rearranged all our country stories, and that you may be able to get access to some that have already been on here before. When I'm perhaps feeling a little under the weather and content isn't flowing,
We've told some cunty
but
stories.
we are absolutely here for you every Sunday at 2. Has to be done. So make sure you're on time. And, of course, church.
Spectacles,
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Have your bevy and your wafer. Go back around for another one because I'm sure they can afford
Do a
it.
couple of rounds.
Yeah,
We do.
a couple of
It's
rounds.
fine.
Yeah.
I've done 4 or 5 before I've
Yeah,
been chucked out.
shots.
So you're good. So you're good for 4 or 5 rounds.
You go,
Then run for the hills.
then run.
Yeah.
Fucking run.
Drop the glass and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they realise how many times you've been round.
Yeah.
And then they'll have someone from AA on your doorstep the next
Yeah.
week.
So, but you know what? We've gotten out of it every Sunday, so we're good.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
We learned what not to do. I'll tell you right.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Keep out of the troubles.
Keep out of the trouble. Well, just don't get caught. Is
Look,
basic.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
Isn't
just
it?
don't do it. Keep doing what you're doing. Just
I
don't
know
get caught.
you won't ever stop being a mad woman because you have it in you. You're a spirited
I was
person.
born like that.
And so was I. I
Yeah.
was just born naughty.
Yeah.
And
So you naughty people out there, we understand.
stand up for yourselves, naughty people.
You wild, competitive, naughty
Yes.
upstarts,
Do
we
it.
understand. Just keep
See,
going.
We've paved the way for you because all of these people that talk about their history and having disciplinary things, like we were just talking before, they're going to get phased out.
Oh, we'll phase them out
And we have to take the place of that
of that thing.
hideous indoctrination
Mm.
that is the born-again Christian. I will name
We're
it and
born
shame
again
it.
cunts.
We're born-again cunts, and I'd much rather play with you.
Yeah, same. Same.
Oh, that sounded funny.
Born again cunts, and I'd much
Born-again
rather
cunt,
play with you.
Yeah.
Hang on. You know what we mean, viewers.
You know what we're talking
Come
about.
be cunts with
What's
us.
happened to my hair today? I've got this little wishy thing in the
Got a-
front.
Got a bit of a.
Got a,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can have that
Mine's
every now and
just,
then.
mine's just there. It's per usual.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, viewers. Well, we've been online now for 1 hour and 10.
Holy God, has it gone that
Look,
quickly? I mean, it's
We've
just.
discussed a bit today.
We have. We've been very on point and
Yeah.
no wasting of space.
No, we've and some good topics and subjects.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And we will wait for your emails and see
Yes.
what you've got to say because we'd love to hear from you.
We're waiting for
And-
some real cunty problems.
Yes.
that
And
we can
also,
discuss.
you can go to YouTube and log in to watch our chats or join the stream
Yeah, absolutely.
so that we can chat together with you online, live.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, we've got awesome shit going on. So
Make sure you get on, have a look,
do it.
check us out,
Do it.
and we will see you next time. See you when we're looking at you.
See you when we're looking at you.
Bye.
Bye.